Right, in this little exercise, we're going to show you the very basic enemy generator. Quite straightforward, really easy to use, but get to have baddies appear when you get to a certain area of your game, or if you're in a room or something occurs. So you press your touchpad, and we're going to go to the Creativity Toys. And then we get to this option, we'll skim across until we get to the item here called the enemy generator. I'm going to move that across and just plonk that down on the board. That's how enemy generator created. So I'm going to circle out of here to export out, and now I want to change the settings. Now, like I mentioned in other clips, this is where the first time, if you hold your wand out, get your wand out, press the L2 and select the item, it will show you the settings of that item. So we'll do square and look at the settings of this particular item. Now you'll notice there we've got various options. We've got properties about the object. If we go to properties, yeah, always related to if you're doing team play, it's got nothing really to do with that at the moment, so in these examples not relevant. So we've got other options here, but again it's only once the enemies have been generated. It's only saying once they've been, what do you then want to occur. So there is nothing there to this item, so we need something to trigger that to make the enemies appear in the first place. So in that case then we're going to press the touchpad and go back to one of our various triggers that we've covered, and I'm just going to go back to the first one with the bog standard, the trigger button. And what we're going to do is just going to place this down here on the toy box. And the rule that we're going to have here is, if I now exit out, is that when I walk across that platform, yeah, that will then tell me to generate an enemy, and an enemy will now appear in that particular area. So if I hold my trigger down and press the square button on that particular item, it says, right, what do I want to do? I want to create a new logic connection. So press the button. What happens when you step on the item? So select step on. Who steps on it? Is it anybody? No, I want it to be a person playing the game, not an AI machine. So I want a player goes on it, and I want any player. Just so it doesn't matter, player 1 or player 2 can go on it. Now when they go onto there, I now point, waiting for the tool, I will now point to my enemy connector and press square to connect to that item. And it says, what type of enemy would you like? Would you like a toy box enemy? Would you like Incredibles, Lone Ranger? Which playset do you have that you can pull those items from? Okay, so we're going to pick Avengers, and then you can pick various different types. And we'll pick, I think a Frost Giant is what we're going to pick. Okay, so you choose the option you want up and down that list. So that will now, when I walk on that area, it will create me a Frost Giant. So if I click off there, just to prove a point, as I walk across, walking along in my game, come across that, the Frost Giant suddenly appears. Dun, dun, dun. So I run off there, I can attack him. Yeah. So let's move across. He's now going to see me, he's now going to come charging. Now if I run round and step back onto the platform, big mistake, I get another character appear. And that's just the basic tool, how the enemy generator you can use to pick it. Check out the enemy wave generator. That I find is the better option, but that's a good one to get yourself started on. Many thanks. Cheers.